YouTube, what's good, everybody? We back again with another one. I'd like to introduce y'all, man. I'd like to welcome y'all to another edition of We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Sun Sports YouTube channel and the Glow Sun Production Twitch channel. If you can't tell by my excitement already right now, I am your boy Rail, and joining me is the man who helped fix the basketball goal for the 44 minutes that they had a delay during the game today. And that's my co-host King. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Excellent game. That was good. The Mavericks, you know how they do. Give you heartache, and then come back and give you an excellent performance. So it's a good day today. Let's talk
Finally start
about it.
calling them the cardiac boys, man.
I told you, man. I told
Jesus,
you.
man. They know how to do it. They definitely know how to do it, man. Like I said, guys, welcome to another edition of We Talk Mavs. If you're new to the channel, guys, if you're new to the show, you guys don't know how this goes. But if you are a member of the We Talk Mavs crew, you already know how this goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and run it down one more time for those who don't know. We do give you our overall reactions. We give you our positives. We give you our negatives. We give you the game balls, no matter the wins or the losses. And then we turn it over to you guys with your questions and your comments. We post a question in the comments throughout the show, but we address them at the end of the show. So, King, man, you ready to do it, man?
Let's do this.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, you guys already know the Mavericks win a huge one tonight, 107-98. Back to their defensive ways, holding opponents under 100 points. They also scored over 100 points. A much needed win for the Dallas Mavericks tonight, man. After those two devastating losses they had in a row. Yeah. All right, here are the lead scorers of the top performers of the night. Of course, without question, it was going to be Joel Embiid for the 76ers. And look at Luka's numbers, man. Jeez. I mean, it's to the point now, man. We got to get used to Dallas. To Luka getting a triple double now, man. The dude is averaging stupid numbers ever since he got snubbed by the media for the All Star votes, man. It's getting ridiculous out here. Yeah, let's go ahead and look at these numbers, man. The one thing that stood out to me here, King, was the fact that Dallas allowed the 76ers to shoot over 50%, but they did get the win today. So they held them under 100 points, but they shot over 50%. And Dallas once again struggled on threes. They shot 29%, but that's seem to be the norm right now for the Dallas Mavericks, man. They don't hang their hat on threes; they hang their hat on defense. And of course, y'all, I know everybody was talking about this play here. Man.
Ooh.
Luka caught a body tonight, y'all. I think King was there at the game. He put the white chalk down for Andre Drummond today, man. So we want to go ahead and say RIP to Andre Drummond, man. He really it was nasty, man. It was definitely a nasty one tonight, man. But yeah, good one for the Dallas Mavericks. And let's go ahead and get into it. King, give me your overall reaction of the game tonight.
Good game. One of the best games of the season, obviously, especially after the two devastating defeats we had, as you talked about. I'm gonna start the show off by talking about Jason Kidd again. I ended the last show talking about Jason Kidd and giving him, the blame, saying it was time to start talking about him when you're doing stuff like that, not galvanizing your troops and all. And tonight was another example of why I said J. Kidd should be in the running for Coach of the Year. The defensive adjustment, not even just the game, but also the half. Going from the first half where I felt like Philly was getting what they wanted, basically. Joel Embiid, anyone basically, even Andre Drummond when he got in the game, they were running that pick and roll over and over again. It felt like the same story from the last two games. And J. Kidd in the second half got an answer to that by going to that zone defense. Philly couldn't answer it, and he stayed with it. It was successful. So I want to give kudos to J. Kidd about that. Luka came out and played defense this game. He wasn't getting picked on. They tried to pick on JB a little bit, but they couldn't really pick on Luka. He was out there giving it his all. I appreciated him. And in the second half, the defense, the guys, just really Boban, when he came in, made a little impact, a little factor, I guess. I was scared. We talked about the last game saying, would you play Boban? I was like, well, Joel Embiid really can shoot and all. So I was scared. In the first play of the game, when he got in, Joel, shot a three, and it was like nothing but net. I was like, oh, this is about to be a long night again still. But I felt like when he got in the game, the energy just switched or changed. And things just went positive from there on out. Dwight Powell, I think he had 5 fouls by the end of the night, but I feel like a lot of those came on situations where he needed to do fouls, so it wasn't like ridiculous fouls that were unnecessary. Marquise Chris, I thought he would play a role this game as well. As I said, he got some minutes where they would play some defense against Joel Embiid, and they played awesome. I thought in the second half, especially knowing what Joel Embiid does to us, what he had done to us already in the first half. I feel like they held him in check. And I think also Doc Rivers may have set him a little too long, but that's another story. It was just all around a good game, man. Reggie's turning around. I told you, I know guys want to call out Reggie Bullock and say Reggie, isn't good, hasn't been great for this team. I've watched Reggie, and I think we are giving him a little bit of, the wrong side of the apple or whatever, because he's coming behind Josh Richardson, which was the guy who substituted for Seth Curry, who played against us tonight or whatever. But Reggie's been great for us all year, I feel like, defensively. So I felt like he came with that niche already included. And now with this, Tim Hardaway injury, and right before that, really coming back from COVID, he's really been changing and really been shooting shots. He still missed a wide open shot that I just cringe at. I'm like, these guys get wide open shots, but he made a few big ones as well, though. So I can give him credit for that. JB did his thing. It's just an all around good game, man. Like, I don't even want to get into Luka yet, because Luka was just, the man of the hour. Like, Luka just came out, and I said without Ben Simmons playing, because Ben Simmons really is the kryptonite. Well, not, I won't say kryptonite. Well, he has been.
He can contain Luka a little better than anybody else.
He's been the guy that really can defend Luka better than anybody else. It is what it is. With him not being in the game, I thought Luka could take advantage of that. I felt like they came out. Matisse and all came out early and was playing good defense, but I felt like Luka just started understanding that I can just get anybody to the rim if I want to. And this is the Luka Doncic we talk about on the show all the time, where his threes didn't seem like they were rushed step back threes. He missed a couple wide open ones you have to take. There were threes he should have took. So it wasn't like a problem. It was like, just, it's a wide open three, shoot it, Luka. You have to. But he didn't do a bunch of crazy wild step back threes and all. He was basically posting after they did on the first half when he couldn't get to the rim. And that's what we think basically with Luka. When guys are able to, have more athleticism against him, that's his gift. He has the body size and the girth where he can get to the post and just dominate all day. And I think he went to that. They changed their assignments up. They went a different route, and he ended up coming off the ball more with JB running the point, and then he started posting up and all. So it was a good game plan, man. I was really pleased with Jason Kidd this game. I really think he was the real MVP of the game. But Luka Doncic, man, it was a televised game. That was awesome, national televised, and we did our thing, man. Luka, I went out there and outshined another guy that's supposed to be an MVP. So, I don't think anyone, anywhere could say Joel Embiid outplayed Luka Doncic today. So, Luka was the best player on the court, and Joel was supposedly the runaway MVP. So, that's just all I got, man. Just good news. It was an awesome game, especially in the second half.
Listen, man, I got one question for you, man. Where was this at the last two games?
I tell you, man, I don't know why, but somehow now, and I don't like it in the Luka Doncic little era that we've had so far, he doesn't get up for certain games. Like, Luka knows he's talented, and once he gets that point, that's the next step. I was going to talk about Joel Embiid. As far as you see him now becoming that reliable guy where he's just a dominant beast all the time. Like, I just see the plays and the turnaround mid ranges, and he's dominant now. Like, Joel Embiid is a monster in the game now. And you're just waiting for Luka Doncic to take every game that seriously. And once he does, man, we're right there, as I keep saying.
Man, I'm happy for the win because Denver lost tonight. So now we got a little bit more breathing room with Denver. But then Utah turned around and won today against the Nets. So still got a little time to try to catch them for that fourth seed. I just wish they had just took care of business on top of beat, because we both thought that they'll win those two games, then maybe lose this one or whatever, probably close. And then we also thought because they didn't have any size, and then finding out that Maxey got hurt or he was out before the game or whatever, I was like, man, shout out to my bro-in-law, man. He had texted me, was like, man, so there's going to be an ugly one tonight. And I said, yeah, I think so. Especially when we found out that Maxey wasn't playing or whatever, man, we really thought it was going to be an ugly one tonight. That was prove us wrong again, man. How many times have we seen this? It's like the times we expect them to lose, they win. We expect them to win, they lose. I don't know what it is with Dallas, man. They tend to do that a lot, man. Like you said, over the last handful of years since Luka's been on this team, Dallas has been doing that, and it sucks sometimes that they do that. But hey, it is what it is. They got a great win tonight. Um, Not gonna go into the positives just yet. Just kind of give you my overall. I was kind of nervous first half. We had that delay for like 40 to 50 minutes or whatever with the goals. Dallas came out kind of cold after that. That's when Philly kind of spread their lead out a little bit more. Then of course
Mm-hmm.
second half, once again, it seems like Dallas always take care of business, and that third quarter is always seem to be their biggest quarter, man, especially for defense. And what else would we say about Luca, man? Luca said after the last game that those two losses was his fault. He put the blame on himself, which is what a superstar should do. If you're a superstar, you're a franchise player, that's what you should do, right? Even if it's not your fault at all, that's something you should do. Hey, man, look, I got to play better. Even though your guy might be shooting, your team shooting 29% from threes or whatever, you still got to say, look, that's on me. I got to do better. And that's what Luca did, and he proved it today, man. I think I'm running out of words for Luca, man. And I think with him, it's always going to be consistency, man. If he could just play the same way and stay consistent with it, man, I think that, like you said, sky's the limit because we see Joel Embiid is starting to finally click with him
Uh-huh.
to the point that he's an MVP. It's 2 years in a row that he's favored to be an MVP candidate. You know what I'm saying? And so if Luca can do the same things, like play like this year round, I'm talking about from the gate. Don't wait until mid year to finally get in shape and get your footing and all that stuff. Play just like this out the gate because we know you can. Look how dominant Luca is right now. Ever since that snub with the media for the All Star vote, the dude been going out here. He's been a monster, man. And I just, like I said, I don't know what else to say about Luca, man. So we can go ahead and get into them positives, man. What positives you got for the game today, man?
First and foremost, the great holy hallelujah. You got to start with Luka Doncic, man. Like, Lucas lost weight to a bunch of weight. I know
Yeah,
they
yeah. You
talked
know what?
about 15.
I
And
was gonna tell you that, man. Like he did look like he a little smaller.
you look at the post game.
I know. I
I'm
seen
like,
him
Luca look a
on
little
the show or
thin in the
whatever.
arms and all that. I was
Yeah,
watching the
yeah.
post game. He was talking. I'm like, wow, Luca, like you lost a bunch of weight. You really taking it serious, and that's awesome to see. Like that's the questions that we have about Luka Doncic, and he's answering questions. So that's the first and foremost, man. Like Luka had an amazing game. I know he shot 28 shots still, but you watched it. He was struggling a little bit in the first half, getting his feet under him, and then he just took off. He just did whatever he wanted to. And big thing, Luka Doncic trusts his teammates. Like I know us as Mavericks fans, we get mad because we watch guys, miss shots over and over again. But I watched that one possession where Reggie Bullock, missed one in the corner,
He
and
got it back and
Luka
passed
got
it
the
right back
offensive
to him.
rebound with the fake lookout. Yep, then gave it right back and said shoot. And he looked at him and went back to him and said, "You got to keep shooting him." Like that they were awesome moments. I'm like, yes, Luka, that's that next step. That's a leader, out there with his boys or whatever. So I did appreciate that. Looking at that, I thought all around though. Reggie gave us another 20. Wow, I
Yeah,
didn't even know Reggie. Oh
yeah.
man. Oh jeez. What? Woo.
So we had
Reggie.
five players in double figures today.
Woo. Reggie gave you another 20 though. I didn't even know he gave you 20. I'm sorry.
So is it safe to say that we can go ahead and just get rid of Tim? We got Reggie.
I told you the issue was Tim Hardaway at the beginning of the year, man. I said
Oh yeah.
signing Tim Hardaway was that even though we already had the KP contract and we just built more on top of it by signing Tim Hardaway, we could have got rid of. Imagine right now if we had Seth Curry instead of Tim Hardaway Jr.
I
Seth,
don't want to. I knew you was gonna bring that up, man. I don't want to talk about Seth, man. I don't want
and
to talk about Seth
Seth be
because every
making
time
these.
I see Seth out there, man, it hurts, bro. We
But
just
imagine,
imagine, like you said, we're struggling with making wide open shots. Just imagine we had Seth in this offense this year where Jason Kidd implementing defense the way he did this year, man.
we had Seth instead of THJ right now, and was paying KP less than what he's paid right now. Everybody be up in shambles for this team and all saying yeah, but we don't. So things have been different, and we chose the route that we chose. But going back to the positives, man, the whole starting lineup, I think gets kudos tonight. We missed what's his name, Maxi tonight, so I thought things might get a little shaky as you said earlier, especially with having the body now and in a post against Joel Embiid, who is arguably the best center in the NBA, if not the best, probably number two.
Yeah,
So I just thought everybody that basically got minutes, man, made an impact. I know the bench didn't really score a bunch, but like Frank Ntilikina made a big 4-point play. He played some good defense when he came in the game, was running the zone. Trey Burke did one play where the team just couldn't score at all. He just ran and got to the rim with ease with a layup with the left hand. And I thought everybody just played well, man. Like, but Reggie, I'm giving kudos to Reggie right now. Like I told you, Reggie is turning that corner. I know he had one bad game. I think it was against, what was it? The first one. Was it OKC?
Yeah.
No, it was
No, it was Orlando.
The Magic,
Yeah.
Orlando first. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's been turning the corner, man. He's been playing. It's wild because he's doing a consistent Tim Hardaway right now in a way where he's giving you a consistent 18 to 20 like that.
So he doing what Tim Hardaway should have been doing.
What you want him to do exactly.
He making what half of what he making.
And he's even taking guys off the dribble with the pump fake three to the rim and all. Like his layup game is okay. Like I have no problem when he gets to the rim, him laying the ball, he usually makes the layup. So I have no problem with Reggie doing that. But all kudos to them, man. It all starts with Luka, man. JB, I know he wanted his 20th point. He missed the free throw. But Luka was just big time, man. Like he only went 1 of 6, as I said, from threes. A lot of threes were just, wild at the end of the shot clock from the logo threes, and he missed one wide open when he was standing in the line. But nothing felt forced, man. I felt like he got to the rim at ease. And J Kidd, man, we gotta start giving J Kidd credit. The national media I know Richard Jefferson tried to give him some doing the broadcast and all.
I didn't watch on these.
You watching it? I saw the ESPN one because I can't watch no League Pass.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear
that. But Richard Jefferson was giving him credit and all. So we got to start giving Jason Kidd credit. The adjustments he's starting to produce just throughout the season, just showing that J Kidd may be the real one, y'all. So we might have one, but yeah, I'm gonna let you go and get into your things. But Luka Doncic starts it all, man. We're gonna be on here just glorifying his name today.
Man, I had like I told you before, my best friend and my boy we grew up with, man. Both of them were both telling me this is before, like I said, before we knew that Jason Kidd was in the running to be the next coach. They kept telling them, man, look, man, we got to get Jason Kidd. We got to get Jason Kidd. And I was like, nah, man, I don't want Jason Kidd. And I think I told you this story before. I felt like, I was like, we heard all these stories in Milwaukee and Brooklyn. So I was like, I don't want Jason Kidd, man. Get somebody else, And so I will be the first to admit, man, I was wrong. Jason Kidd has definitely learned a lot from his 2 stints, which he's talked about that numerous interviews and stuff like that he learned his lesson, especially picked up some things from Frank Vogel and guys like that when he was in LA. And we see how LA is kind of falling off a little bit without some of his leadership with that franchise right now. And so I gotta give, like you said, Jason Kidd some props. If Dallas can get that top 4 in the West, man, they got to put that dude in the conversation. You got to put him in the conversation. And for a lot of the obstacles that we had to overcome this year, like Dallas, the injuries, the COVID, all that type of stuff, man, and just coming out the gate extremely slow. And for them to get to the position that they're in right now, and they're still shorthanded right now, technically, you know what I mean? We definitely got to give Jason Kidd some props, man. You had the 5 starters all played over 34 minutes, which is crazy to me. And they finally had the production to match the minutes. Because I know last game we saw that. I think it was Johnny B had mentioned in the comment section of that, Dorian had played like 42, 43 minutes, only gave like 4 points or whatever. Yep. And so tonight, they all played over 34 minutes, man, and actually produced tonight. Like you said, Jalen gave you a quiet 19, 5 and 4. He's quietly doing work. Of course, he's going to get overshadowed because Luka's out here putting up video game on rookie level numbers up right now. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, Reggie Bullock, hoping that he can keep this hot streak going right now, man. From 3, matter of fact, let's see, what did he shoot from 3 today, bro?
4 of 11.
See, 4 of 11. That's not bad. That's not bad.
About 36%. Yeah,
36%. Yeah, that's not bad.
That's what I'm saying. We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll definitely take it. Luka struggled on 3s today, but he dominated in other areas. Still got to work on those free throws. I don't know what it is about Luka and free throws, man. I think it's to the point. It's got to be a mental thing. I think you touched on it on the last video, that the fact that he's kind of having that same mental block. I mean, he's still driving to the basket to get the contact or whatever. I just don't know what it is about him finishing the free throws, which is crazy to me. The dude don't shoot great on 3s and on free throws, and still put these monster numbers up, bro, which is crazy.
Imagine what happens.
Yeah. And so, like I said, man, just can't say enough, man. The defense that Dallas came out with in that second half, man, was just amazing. Like, this is what I was telling you in that last video when we were talking about their stints against Orlando and OKC. You can play defense. You didn't necessarily need KP in them. It's all about the effort. And I'm betting you that Jason Kidd went in there in the second half and said, come on, man, y'all better than this. Y'all better than this. Y'all will finally, putting your hat on playing defense. That was your staple. That was your calling card. And like all of a sudden, they kind of went away from that, being inconsistent, just not showing the effort. And Kid has brought it up before the fact that if their defense struggles, their offense struggles. And it showed that in those last two games against Orlando and against OKC. It just seems they got comfortable. You know, just like, but then they get up for these games like this, like you said, especially like Luka. Luka did put the numbers up, but just it was a defense for him in those last two games where he just didn't show up. And we talked about that at nauseum in the last video. But yeah, like I said, man, it was a good game. Good showing for everybody out there tonight. Great coaching job by Jason Kidd, man, especially in that second half, because it could have been ugly. It could have been ugly. And like I said, they just went out there and did their thing, man. You got any other positives you want to add before we roll it?
They held them under 100. In the first half, I would have never believed that Philly would have not gotten 100 points. I was like, whoa, what? And then looking at the end of the game, it was like they're at 92 for like forever. Like they're just sitting there and not going anywhere. And I'm like, that stretch. The Mavericks do that all the time.
And they did all this on national TV too.
On national TV, that was big. National TV, Luka with Joel Embiid, and because Joel is that guy right now. Joel is the guy taking that step. He just won the Conference Player of the Month. So that was a big game to show Luka that he's in that conversation. Don't forget about me. So this was good, man, all around. It was awesome.
So you watched it on ESPN. What were they saying about Luka during the game?
They were talking about his defense, his weight, that kind of stuff. That he's turned the corner now. That he went away for the games with the ankle injury, and since he's been back, that he's been on a different level now. So they were giving him his credit. And during the game and all, they were talking about Matisse actually defending him and that he was a good defender on him and all. But then once it changed towards like the second half, they just started saying Luka Doncic was dominating and that the Sixers couldn't do anything about him. So it looked good for Luka. They went off of the couple dunks that he did and all. So it looked good on ESPN.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say because like I said, I didn't watch it on ESPN, so I didn't. I can just imagine. I was so like I said before. I think we said on the We Talk NBA video, man. I was sitting there saying like I like it when they give you the option. Like sometimes you can only watch it on ESPN or only on TNT, but tonight was one of those options where you can watch it on both Bally Sports and then you can watch it on ESPN. So as soon as I found that was on Bally Sports, I used to check that first. Yeah, so when it was on Bally Sports, I went straight to Bally Sports. I didn't even touch ESPN, man. So man, let's go ahead and get into your favorite part of the show. Is there any negatives in this game?
First half defense. Also offense. I felt like Luka was getting points, but he wasn't really shooting the ball effectively. I felt like nobody really got into a groove. But that was really my only gripe. First half, Joel Embiid was doing his things. Second half, though, it was just a completely different story. Like cliche again, but second half maybe their best basketball they've played all year. But, yeah, that may have been the best.
You bringing that back?
That may have been the best basketball they played. I mean, that's a good luck thing though to say. It seemed like when we say it, the free bingo space is the one that actually makes them lose. But we probably should start saying it's the best game they had. But yeah, it was probably the best half they had all year, man. Like I felt it was just awesome. They kept playing that same zone scheme, and I felt like at some point Philly would figure it out, but they didn't, and we just had them in check because they couldn't beat the zone.
If Philly got more consistent shooters on their team than we do.
Yeah.
Let's see. Probably, one negative. I would like to see. You know how I feel. I would like to see Frank Ntilikina get more minutes, man. Like I understand, like because Tim's out, you can spread the minutes out a little bit more. Like say between Frank and Trey.
Yeah.
Trey not giving us nothing. Trey not really giving us nothing, man. I'd rather see Frank because Frank is a better defender than Trey.
Yes.
He's a lot more rangier. He has a better shooting percentage this year from three. I'd rather have Frank in there. Like I like Trey, but look, man, right now I'm trying to win. Let's get Frank in there a little bit more, man. I like to see Frank in there with Dodo and Reggie, man, as those three wing guys, kind of locking cats up out there on the perimeter and stuff like that, man. Because both of them are long, all three of them are long and rangy. I'd rather see them out there because, I mean, and you know what? I can't get mad at Trey for that because I feel like with Trey, he's not getting enough minutes to be consistent because he's a scorer. And scorers need to get more playing time to get that rhythm. And I understand it's probably why he's not getting the rhythm, but if that's your bread and butter, then you might just could you to the side. Let's get a guy in here who does not need to have the ball in his hand to be effective, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I think what you're trying to say is that Trey Burke shouldn't have as many minutes as he's getting right now. I feel like Trey Burke should be like more of an emergency player, the way Boban is right now, like one of those guys where.
And then I tell you, Boban's gonna play.
Yeah, you did. You were right on it. I called it earlier, but said you were right on it. But yeah, I think Trey should be an emergency player, just like Boban, because Trey doesn't really. He's not a guy you want to put in there to affect the flow of a normal game. I feel like he's more of that when you need like nobody can score right now. All right, Trey, go in there and see if you can get a couple 10 points real quick on him. A different, just a different speed, a different look, I should say. So I think he should be used like that, and I think they should use Frank Ntilikina more as far as giving him minutes where he's closer to like 15 to 18 minutes a game or whatever like that. I would agree with that. I think he should be around the same with Josh Green. Like they should be around that 18 mark a game together.
Yeah, you're right, because he played 11 today.
Yeah.
Marquise Chris played pretty well too today, man. He had to play because, like you said, he was out of body, so he definitely had to play. Because I kind of feel I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I was so scared of this game tonight because you had Dwight and Chris had to stick Joel, and Joel's been dominant, man. Like you said, Eastern Conference Player of the Month and all that stuff, man. Like the dude's been dominant. Probably, if it's not Chris Paul, he's probably my number one for MVP this year. He got him fighting for the top 3 seeds right now in the East. So
yeah.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the game ball, man. Who you giving the game ball to tonight? We already know. Next, who you giving it to? Man?
I was ready to give it to Reggie now, man, watching this again. I know he only shot 5 of 14, but like that's back-to-back 20 pieces, right? Like who thought
what do you have? He had 23 last time, didn't he?
Yeah, like who would have thought that at the beginning of the year that Reggie Bullock would have back-to-back 20-point games for us? So
no, who would have thought at the beginning of the year he'd be more consistent at one point than Tim Hardaway?
Yeah, I mean, Tim Hardaway got the bag, man. It's called Tim Hardaway with Chandler Parsons.
Oh,
no, I'm
my
kidding.
God.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Tim. Tim, I don't got beef. I don't have beef with you, Tim. I'm sorry. But
that is shots fired.
But the thing is that Reggie Bullock, for what he's giving, for his amount that he's getting paid, it's fine. That's That's the issue with Tim. It's just the amount that we're paying these guys. We're paying these guys too much money for not enough production. But game ball, I'm gonna give it to Luka Don, man. Come on.
I'm about to say, come on, man. We call this the Luka Game Ball Award, man.
Man, come on. Luka Don was the best player in the NBA today.
Yeah,
that's how he played. The best player, and I mean, they couldn't do anything for this guy. He couldn't stop him scoring, and then the double teams, he picked the double team apart. Luka Doncic is probably he's definitely top 3 as far as taking apart a double team. Like you do not want to double team Luka Doncic, and it's crazy to think he doesn't have help. So if he did have help, just think of what you could not do to Luka Doncic.
Exactly. Do you think Luka's gonna average close to 30 before the season's over with? Because this dude been dropping 30 every game, bro. I forgot they had his numbers up during the game of how much he's been averaging ever since he got snubbed. They literally had since he got snubbed by the media. They showed his numbers. The dude's numbers are stupid right now, bro.
I think, especially with Kristaps Porzingis still missing time, I always said I thought Luka would be like one number ahead of LeBron. So I was hoping his average would be 28, 8 and 8, the way they do with LeBron, 27, 7 and 7. So
could he get 9 and 9?
I think he's gonna get 9 and 9. I think he's gonna be over 9 as far as on both categories.
Averaging, he getting a triple double almost every game. It seems like
he's gonna be close, like that run. Remember during his second year when this all took off, that run where he was averaging about 29, 9.5 and 9.5.
Yeah,
he's going to get to like 9.5 and 9.5, I think, and he's going to probably be over 27. I think probably by the end of the year, be over 27 and 9 and some change and 9 and some change.
So that's not gonna make you second guess no more, right? I know you're talking about patterns and numbers and people's, it's still kind of slipping.
If he keeps going up, he got to keep doing it. It's still slipping right now, but he's showing me something different. The thing is that it was becoming a pattern, but we see, like we just talked about, his body. Like Lucas looked like, I don't know about the muscle mass he's putting on, but he looks like he's been eating a little less meals. I ain't gonna say he's starving himself, but I looked at him arms when he was talking, bent over. I'm like, oh man, it was a little stretchy.
All right, man. I think that's gonna do it. So This is y'all's part of the show, guys, ladies and gentlemen. It's y'all's part of the show. When we give you guys just the questions in the comments. If you guys have any questions or any comments, go ahead and send them now. And King, let's go ahead and get this thing going, man. I know everybody excited after this win. Let me scroll all the way back up, and here we go. All right, you ready? Let's do it.
Sure.
All right, man. Isaac says, "Let's go." Yes, sir. I know everybody turned up after this game tonight, man. It was a huge win for Dallas tonight, and I know it's late, man. For if you're here in the Metroplex, I know it's late. I know King, you crack it down over there for you, man.
No, man.
I know
At
we
2
got
a.m.
people
over
here
here.
on here right now, man. So I know it's I don't know what time it is where y'all at right now, but yeah, I know everybody's kind of crunk right now. All right, man. Thomas, what's good, man? Fellow Glow Sun production
Yes, sir.
member right here. He said, "Let's let Luca dunk." Yes, sir. Yes,
My
sir.
guy right there.
Yes, sir. He said, "What's up, fellas? What's good, man? Y'all can see him on our NBA Talk show that we have up now."
Can you run that back, bro? Can you run that back, that video one more time? Is it
Oh
possible?
yeah. Let me just. This is the
Can you
video.
run that back one more time? They want to see it.
Look at the video one more time.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nasty, man. Just nasty.
That two-hand one was nasty too, though.
Yeah.
Don't sleep.
Hey,
on
it
the
was
two-hand.
funny too when he did that. I thought about you. Remember, I asked that question. When the last time Luca dunked? Remember that?
Yeah.
I asked that. Yeah.
He did the two-hand like he was in 2K. He looked like a
Yeah.
2K dunk.
I said we back on the bandwagon. I don't know, man. King might be. He might be back on it, man. He might be back on it.
We still need a trade to be championship
Oh,
level.
We probably
like-
should have talked about. I mean, I know it wasn't a lot to take out of it, but they did interview Nico. So you didn't watch it on Bally, so they had Nico on Bally today during the delay, and they were talking to him about that, and he was pretty much just kind of giving me a generic answer, talking about like, yeah, you know, we just you know turning flipping tables and looking on the couch cushions and taking calls and just looking at all our options and all that stuff. So
Okay. So they looking.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, they're looking, but I mean, he could be just saying that because that's what you're supposed to say at that point. You know what I'm saying? What we're supposed to say? Like, no, we're not looking. But I mean, people want you to look, man. So definitely, please keep all options open, Nico. Please.
To go answer Isaac, I never was completely off the bandwagon. I'm off the bandwagon as far as championship, as I said. But I've said since day one, this Maverick team is good enough to win a first round series. Even when I jumped off and said they're not championship level yet, I've still to this day said that they will win a first round series this year. If Luka stays healthy and we can get KP back to play any parts of the playoffs, they should win a first round series this year.
You said KP, man. Jesus. All right, man. Pavel, what's good, man? Said Jess Kidd took Doc Rivers to the woodshed. Zone D in the second half. Perfect. Boban gave the guys some energy. Yes. Shoot, Boban gave the guys and the crowd an energy today, man.
Yep.
Which they needed it, man, because they needed some bodies. Because, man, that first half, Joel was just doing what he wanted down there in that paint, man. I was like, Jesus, who they gonna put on him? So that's why they kind of did the little digs on him down there in the block and kind of forced the ball out of his hand with those quick double teams or whatever and quick traps. And so I kind of got nervous, but then, like you said, Boban, they put him in for a little bit to kind of put a body on him, made Joel either try to put the ball on the floor or just stay down the perimeter and shoot jump shots, and it seemed to work for us, man.
Man, Joel was becoming unstoppable. Like, because
man, that's what he kind of remind me of, bro.
Who?
Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yep. They talked about him on the national broadcast, talking about that he went the whole offseason and studied Kobe and Michael Jordan moves, like the turnaround post fadeaway, and they were comparing the photos with him doing it. And I'm like, the way you got to play him, you have to body him because he's a big guy in the post, and then he's crafty, so he'll turn and like go into a shot because he can shoot and then get calls off of it. Like, it's awesome. It's not like a bad thing to do.
Putting the ball on the floor, bro.
Yeah, man.
And I'm not talking about how, like, with one dribble and you hand it off. No. He's crossing over 2-3 dribbles and he's at the basket. Like, that's what are you supposed to do with it?
This dude is becoming like I know
player, bro, at his side. That's crazy.
The 76ers, I don't think, are better without Ben Simmons, but it's like they were both playing at 80% of what they could be. And without Ben Simmons now, Joel Embiid is showing you with 100%.
Joel Embiid is now. I'm dying to see what 100% Ben Simmons is though.
Yeah, man, I gotta give it to Joel. Like I said, if Chris Paul's not in the conversation, I'm definitely giving it to Joel, man.
Yeah, he's in there, man. He's in there.
All right, man. Lies, what's good, man? He said Thibault was cooking during the first half, but something just clicked in the second half. Yeah, he did. And I like Matisse Thibault, man. I like him.
Yeah.
If he can get a consistent jump shot, bro, he gonna be nice, bro. He gonna be a nice little 3-and-D. He got the energy, he's got the length, he got the defensive prowess, man. Like the dude gonna be nice, man. I like him.
Hey, Josh Green, like dude, you remember me like that?
Yeah,
He's obviously a little more developed right now than Josh.
And a little
Green.
bit longer too. He's a little bit longer than Josh Green.
But he's that same type of guy where he just goes out there and gives you energy and defense, and that if he gets that one other thing on offense, it's like he's gonna be a problem. Yep.
And I see why they don't want to trade him too. They're trying to take his name out of that hat for sure. All right, man. Let's see what we got next here. Last also said our defense during the second half was very impressive. I believe Luka redeemed himself with a good hustle. Yes, sir. We talked about that earlier in the video, man. Luka kind of addressed it himself, talking about how, oh man, I put this on me. The last 2 losses, I put that on me, and that's showing growth, man. I know you talk about him being, growing and maturing and stuff like that. That's part of growing and maturing, man. Is realizing, I got to do better. And that's what he did today, man. Played better defense, and of course, just took over the game, man, in all facets of the game.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even score much. I feel like in the fourth quarter, he was just
he was
dominating. He was picking them apart. Yep, it was just man, it was amazing. It was. He's a pure point guard.
Oh,
this guy. Go and watch out. We talk. What is it? NBA. If you guys want to know about that inside joke.
Yeah, if y'all saw the We Talk NBA video, you definitely know what this means, man. Shout out to Thomas, man. My boy, man. All right, man. Pavel said we shot 29 from 3 and 1. Imagine if we shot well. Pavel, listen, that's the same. We've already heard this story. We already seen this movie. We already read this script, whatever you want to say. We've seen this before. We talked about this a million times. Dallas is not shooting well from 3, and they haven't been doing it all year. But the staple of the team seems to be defense. And like you said, if they can play the defense the way they've been playing, and if they shoot over 29% on threes, we've seen it happen before. That's been blowing folks out, scoring 130-some points. Or when after hitting their threes, the way they, in a normal, not great clip, a normal clip, which is about, 34, 35% of the team. If they can shoot that, then like you said, the sky's a limit with this team, man. But we've seen too many times, man, when they're shooting in the 20s, man, struggling on threes. But they pull these wins out because of their defense. What you think, bro?
When I see games like this, all I think is if we get playoff Luka, if playoff Luka is really a playoff Luka.
We might be seeing playoff Luka right now.
Nope, he's not there yet. He's not there. Nope, not the 3-point shot. The
3-point shot.
In the playoffs, Luka is a 3-point sniper. He's shooting crazy threes. That if we get playoff Luka this year in the playoffs, this team is nasty. I'm telling you, their numbers, their percentages are going to be amazing because Luka Doncic's shots, if he shoots the percentage he does, is going to bring the numbers up. Mm-hmm. This it's going to be something scary to watch. That's a big if, I know, but as I say, if that is the trend that continues to happen, and we get playoff Luka again, it's going to be scary in the playoffs. So that's why I keep thinking about a playoff series like a Utah doesn't want to touch us, anything like that. It's just about how the chips fall as far as Phoenix. I'm just scared of Phoenix because of how they play. But
in a way, Utah got some inner turmoil going on right now. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah, about Rudy and Donovan. But that's another convo. I've been looking for Donovan for a second. That's another guy that I feel like I fit perfectly. But
I would love to have Donovan, bro.
But yeah, I feel like, man, we can just do this. We're a great defensive team. They had a little hiccups. They had hiccups at the beginning of this game, and then put on probably their best defensive performance they had of the year in the second half. So again, that's what to be expected of a great defensive team, and they are. They're still top 5 in the NBA for a reason, and they do what they do. So hopefully we shoot well in the future, Pavel, and they show all the Dallas Mavericks fans and everybody else what we all know.
Yes, sir. All right, man. VIP, what's good, man? Said go Glow Sun Sports. You are doing great. Appreciate that, man. We definitely do appreciate that. All right, man. Pavel says finally got Luka dunk. Yeah, threw down at him. I guess Luka was a personal chef cooking all his meals. Man, listen. And that's one thing I like about Luka, man. Like I said, Luka is one of those players. We see this in all superstars. Like they might not have a great game, And then it's like, you know what? I didn't have a great game last game. Let me go out here and just dominate real quick, man. Show people who I am. That's what Luka did tonight, man. And I loved it. I loved every bit of it, man. He controlled the game, like I said, in every facet tonight. Not just scoring points, like you said. Second half, Brittany had to score. He dominated with his precision passing and his rebounding and stuff like that, and his defense. So that's what greats do.
MVP. He made that free throw though on that MVP chant. Put his hand up.
Oh yeah.
I know he wanted to. He was like, I got to make this free throw. He did it though.
All right, man. VIP, he says excellent defense in the second half. Yes, sir. Yeah, we definitely talked about that, man. We definitely talked about that. And he also said Luka the king. Man, Luka was definitely the king tonight. And like I said, for him to do it on national TV, man, I loved it, man. Y'all know how I feel about national TV. Definitely know how I feel about them.
Got to play playoffs on TV.
Yeah, I know. This game kind of represents the season. Yeah, first half or second half. Exactly, Pavel. Exactly. That's what we talk about with this team. When we talk about consistency, man. That's what we want to see from this team. Especially if you want to be taken serious, you want to be one of those teams that the national media, I know how I feel about national media, but one of those teams the national media talks about, puts them on the same level with like a Golden State or a Phoenix or whoever else you can think of as top in the league. If you want to be up there, man, it's all about being consistent. And these first half or second half, like you said, man, you gotta play the same way in the first half you do in the second half, man. Just do it throughout the game. We've seen them do it before, so it's not like they can't do it. They've done it plenty of times. It's just the fact that you can do it consistently, man. That's gonna be the key.
Yeah, I agree. We just gotta go out there and do it. As you say, you gotta keep up the pressure all year round, every game. Issue with the last two games that we lost both of them. If we wouldn't have lost both of them, I wouldn't have been as I guess heartbroken as I was. Even every team has NBA players, as they say, and all the teams. You can go through the best teams ever, and they've lost the game where they shouldn't have lost. It happens. But
The Bulls lost to the Mavs in
exactly
the 72-10 years. So yeah.
Yep, and he had a game where Rex Chapman went off for like a bunch of points on Jordan, one of those games as well.
Oh yeah, Miami.
Yep. So stuff just happens, and but to lose both of those games was just horrible, and that was very awful to see, especially with the Mavs knowing they were in the position they were at, the dogfight they were in with the positioning in the Western Conference. So this was a great bounce back win. Wish we could have got the other two wins, or at least one of the two. But we're right there, still in the thick of things, though. Like I know that third seed is like waving to me. I'm like, man.
Like third seed is just teasing us right now.
Yeah, the third seed is like, get out of here. But that we still should be a top 4 seed in Western Conference.
All right, man. VIP said Luka silenced the media. Yes, he did. Because of the 0 votes. Yes, sir. Like I said, man, Luka, man, he's doing what every other superstar had done. Like I know you've seen them years that who was it, Damian Lillard? Remember the years he was getting snubbed, and look what he did in the second half. Like this is what superstars do, man. You want to have these type of grudges, man, and have these chips on your shoulder, man, as motivation. That's what all superstars do. Like I said before, for example, The Last Dance. That's what Jordan had. That's what he patterned his whole entire career off of, man, is having a chip on his shoulder.
Make sure y'all go out and push the narrative already. First team All NBA, y'all. That's what he's shooting for. First team All NBA.
Like I said, that's one of the reasons why I'm glad he's doing this on national TV, man. So they can't have no choice but to put that man on first team All NBA. All right, man. Let's see what Pavel says here. He says anytime the guys are lackluster, they need to throw Boban in. Give him about 3 minutes a game. I love it. Yeah, I thought he was going to get cooked by Embiid. He did well. Yeah. I looked at it. I think I brought this up on the last video. I looked at it as far as we just needed some size on Embiid because Dwight Powell and Chris are both like 6'8". Embiid's like 7'2", and he's a dominant force in the paint. You know what I'm saying? Like the way Boban played him today is what you wanted. You wanted to keep him. Not saying that Embiid can't shoot because he's shooting 36% from 3 this year, but I would feel comfortable with him shooting compared to him being in the paint. And so with Boban in there, it kept him more on the perimeter than he did in the paint because he did a lot of pull-ups and a lot of heavy dribbles and pull-ups because Boban was in there. But when he had Chris and Powell in there, y'all saw where he had him at. He had him in the block and got both of those guys in foul trouble early. So that's why I wanted Boban in there to kind of just to put a body on him, to kind of keep him more on the perimeter than in the paint. What do you think?
Keep it short. I agree.
Yes, sir. All right. My baby said, why did they get rid of Seth? I like it. I just don't understand. Well, babe, Talk to who should we blame this on, man? Just go ahead and just keep it short and blame it on Mark Cuban, or should we blame it on
No.
your favorite shadow GM of all time, Bob Bulgaris?
Put it on Donnie. He got fired.
Whoa. Donnie can't speak. He can't defend himself. Cold blooded, man.
He got fired. Let him go. Let it be part of the story.
All right. Jigglypuff, what's good, man? He said Bronson played great. Yes, he did. Like I said, because I know that Bronson's not putting up stupid numbers because Luka's putting up the stupid numbers right now. But the fact that, Bronson is still giving you steady, consistent numbers. I think he's averaging like 18 points and doing it very quietly. That's a good thing. I don't feel like he doesn't make loud noises for him to make an impact. He's still making an impact by giving you those very solid numbers. So I'm cool with that.
I'm starting to expect 5 and 5 from JB though. Like on the other part of the stat line, like the 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Like once you start getting there,
yeah. He pretty much getting there. He pretty much getting there.
Saying. You're a pretty good player. You can get the 5 and 5. So like right now, he's giving us a consistent, I think, for the year, like almost 16, 5 and 5, and a starter about 18. That's why I'm like, he's going to get that $20 million contract this year.
Oh yeah, that's
Mavericks going to give it to him. And if he starts, he may be a guy that averages 25 and 5. But
you think he can get 25?
I think not 25, 25 and 5.
Oh, 25 and 5. I'm gonna say I can probably see him getting 18, 5 and 5.
I can see him possibly if he's a starter and the game goes through him, like he's the guy on the team. 25 and 5, I think he can get that. I really do believe he can do that. But JB, he has moments in the game, like he chooses his moments. I love the way he's playing with Luka right now. He's Luka wants the moment. I guess when Luka gets tired, like he's done a little run of his own. It's like, all right, we need something to happen, and JB goes out there and says, "My turn." Like I love that little dynamic duo they have going on. Kind of what you wanted with Kristaps Porzingis, but you don't get that enough where you can say, "Oh, Luka, take a break." Now it's Kristaps time, but JB's doing that for us right now. So JB's obviously playing great. I'm sorry if I can get my tongue twisters out.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and get through these up. We got a lot of them coming in here. All right, man. Johnny said, "Boy, I know y'all sleepy. You could have waited till tomorrow to do this." Nah, man, we wanted to get it in tonight, Johnny. We definitely wanted to get it in tonight because I know a lot of people were excited after this game. As you can see, the questions and comments coming in. A lot of people and the views we getting right now. A lot of people were excited about this game tonight. So I know I couldn't sleep without talking about it, man. So as soon as the game was over, we set everything up and just got it going, man. So. And I kind of figured I didn't know it was gonna be as many people watching us today, man, because I know it was a late game. Then on top of that, they had the 45-minute delay. So I thought that if everybody would kind of be tired, going to bed and everything, but it looks like everybody's a little excited, man, from this game. So
Friday night, man. Mavs
it's
win.
Friday night. What else y'all gonna do, man? Besides hang out with us, man. So we glad to see y'all here. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into the rest. You got a lot to go here. All right, man. Pavel says, "I love when Reggie said it was a no-brainer to come to Dallas. He knew Luka was gonna feed him." Oh yeah. He did. He said, "You're right, Pavel. I remember he did say that, man." And like King said earlier, it's funny to me. Why does it seem like Reggie makes the shots when Luka passed it compared to Jalen? Because Jalen hit him that shot in the corner, he missed it. Luka got the offensive rebound, kicked it back to him, and then he hit it. I told Terry that earlier. I was like, man, it's kind of funny how this dude is hitting the shots when Luka gives him the ball. Like,
Luka magic, man.
I guess so, man. I guess he can give it to him like a certain way or something. I don't know what it is,
but
bro.
They're building a chemistry, though. You can see it happen. Reggie and Luka are building some type of chemistry right now.
And not only that, I think he's building a trust too.
Yes, he's trusting Reggie. He's those games when you guys are like, "Why did Reggie shoot that?" These are the moments. This is why the greats like LeBron James, you see him during the regular season, he has to take these questions. He has to answer the media as far as why did you do that? And these moments build you for those moments in the playoffs that you guys want, that all of us want.
All right, man. Let's see. Johnny said, as much as this is weird to say because I was the biggest hater of this move, but Bullock is a great addition. I trade Tim and keep him. Yeah. Listen, I told y'all from the get-go, I trade Tim, man. Not just to keep Reggie. I trade Tim because if you want to free some space and get something back in return that's going to be usable, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's actually going to give you something consistent, I definitely would trade him, man. I mean, look what the Clippers did today. I would have took a trade like that. Yeah. That would have added some length, some defense, some depth, guys who can shoot, who can put the ball on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have took all that, man.
I'm guessing Kawhi coming back, but
What's the name? Man already said that he don't think he's coming back this year.
not this year. Okay,
Yeah,
it's still
Luka.
not ruled out though. It hasn't been ruled out.
Yeah, he said chances are he's not coming back.
Okay, so
Which is
it
why I
hasn't
think they
been
made
ruled
that
out.
move. Because I think
Just
they needed
chances.
a couple more pieces that can help them. Because the Clippers, man, I didn't see that coming with the Clippers. We all thought they were
But
gonna be done.
to go on real quick about the Reggie thing, you talk about common denominators all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You say common denominators show you what's going on. That's your thing.
Mm-hmm.
The team is basically the same team we had last year.
Right.
We added one piece to the mix. We go from a great offensive team to a great defensive team. The one guy that came and helped that piece is why I've been big on Reggie the whole year. Reggie, man, Reggie solidified our defense for us. We got that right. That was the right move, and the Mavs made it. So give them their kudos.
Shout out to the New York Knicks.
Yes, sir.
All right, Johnny P says tomorrow when the NBA rewatches this footage, Luca is getting drug tested. Yeah. Cause I mean, Luca dunked on some people before, man. He don't do it a lot. You know what I'm saying? I go back to that one he dunked on Jokic and another guy with Denver for that game time dunk a couple
But
years ago.
the amount of weight Luke has lost during the season, he's lost a lot of weight they do during the season. So I can see why he would say he get drug tests. Like Luca was looking slim out there today.
Yeah. Well, Mass trade TSJ and KP. Listen, VIP, we praying. We hope they do, but I don't think it'll be possible. Unless, like I said, Dallas throw like 100 draft picks in there. A team was like, okay, I will take them. Follow a draft pick you're trying to give up, but I don't see it, man. Both of them being hurt and all that stuff, and with Tim Hardaway being inconsistent and not Luca, KP just not giving you the production to match the pay. I don't see them moving them, man. I mean, I could be wrong. We've seen crazier because nobody thought that Westbrook would get moved. So we could be, but I hope they do. But I'm not holding my breath on that, man. What you think?
Yeah, I thought it would be a big trade this year, but especially with the injuries and all that's happening to these two players, I don't think it's going to happen anymore. I think they're going to stand pat. I think this is. I know, but I think this is. They really believe in Luka, and I know we want more help for Luka, but they feel like he has enough where he can really raise the ceiling, the floor and ceiling of a team, and they could do something special. If all things roll right, it could happen if they play and they all get together. You see it. We watch the games and we see where it's like, okay, we have a night like tonight. We have a night where we beat Golden State down. We have nights where we do what we're supposed to do. So they're like, maybe if we just go on a run and everything falls right, it might happen. And like I said before, with THJ and both KP both being hurt, I don't think we can possibly get rid of them. But we hope that we're wrong.
Yeah, I definitely hope. Bro, got a lot of questions coming in, bro. We got a long way to
Jeez.
go. All right, here we go. So Pavel says, I hope those Luca dunks are contagious and we get some more soon. Yes, sir. He said, I guess him and Dodo have a bet who can get get more dunks when Luca first came into the league. Yeah, I guess so, man. But Dodo been catching bodies since he got in the league, man. To be
Yeah.
honest. Definitely catching bodies. All right, man. VIP said great win, 50 plus million a year. I guess needs without 50 plus.
Between KP, yeah. Between our
Oh
two
yeah.
second and third player.
You know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned that in the last two videos, man, about like I don't know. But yeah. So Pavel says there was a stretch where they went 1 for 14. Yeah, they did, Pavel. I think that was right after the
After the
delay.
basket. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right after the delay. They just kind of got cold. They tried to give them another 5 minutes to warm back up because they've been out for so long. And so it just took them a little time. They started picking it up towards the end of the second quarter. And then, of course, we all know what happened going into the third quarter, man. They revved the defense up. They played that zone defense. They started hitting their shots. Luka started catching the rhythm. And, of course, the rest was history. All right, man. Let's see what else we got here. All right, man. Johnny B said they're going to have to just bite the bullet and pay JB. Man, I saw somebody else. I think we retweeted it on our Twitter page. If you see our Twitter page down here, guys, follow We Talk Mavs on Twitter. I think we retweeted it. Somebody has said that it looks like the way it's looking, Dallas wants to keep JB. JB wants to stay, so they're going to probably end up paying JB.
Mm-hmm.
They got to
Hometown
make
discount.
We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see how that go.
I say though, so I've been thinking about it a little differently now. Let's say JB. So the reason that JB is a question with his money is because he hasn't done it consistently yet. Correct? Like that's the major thing we worry about. Can he stay? Is he still going to have an upswing if we give him the money?
Right.
If we can't get a trade with like a team where they'll actually trade us something for JB, I'm kind of agreeing with you, Johnny. You pay JB the money. If I believe, which is correct, that JB may be this guy for us, and I think JB, I don't feel the same about JB I do about Tim Hardaway, where it's like, oh, Tim,
Yeah. That
he's
we're
not.
not saying trade him because we can't stand him, bro. It's just because the money. Because if you pay him, then that means your four highest guys is Luka, KP, Tim, and then Jalen. So are those four that give you confidence that they can get you a championship or get you close to a championship?
But you can get rid of JB. That's the point I'm trying to get to. So if you sign JB and he's still this JB, there will be teams again next year that'll want Jalen Brunson still.
Oh, and then that's not including you got to pay Dorian too.
Exactly. So you got to pay these guys. You're going to have to pay them. You got to keep your guys. Mark Cuban going to have to pay and keep his guys right now. The issue we're going to trade. The thing is, it's going to be trades. Somehow, some way, we got to get trades where we can make stuff happen. That's the only way to make it happen. We got to get draft picks and get trades back. He's going to have to pay his guys. He can't just let them walk for nothing, or then we don't win anything from it. We're just an empty space with nothing happening with cap room. At least right now, he can keep guys right now and get over the cap some. So hopefully, guys still develop. Like if Dodo stays on the trajectory he's going on right now, like in next year. So Dodo and both him and JB will take another year in their career with maybe another step. Their contracts may be a bargain and they still be enough though to go get somebody that's possibly a max contract guy. That's the type of thing I'm saying.
All right, man, let's get through the rest of these. All right, Pavel says Frank had a crazy cross-court pass after driving. That was a bullet. Yeah, like I said, that's why I want Frank to get more playing time, man. I think he could do a whole lot more for the team than Trey Burke. Start giving some of the minutes that they give Trey Burke and start divvying out back to Frank, man.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, let's see. Johnny B says, y'all don't think it's crazy Luka hasn't won one play.
I ain't say nothing.
Johnny, I'm gonna finish it. One player of the week, month, even with the numbers he's been putting up. Do you want to get on this co-host? Because you talked about this on the last video.
I don't have anything to say. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the media just forgot
Well,
about
you didn't
him.
say it on the video. You said this to us in our group chat. You said this.
I don't know if the media forgot about him. I don't know. I think Johnny follows me. Well, he's in the Facebook group, so I think he sees me post about it in there. But I don't know what's going on with the media, man. The media just not showing Luka the love this year.
I don't know what that's about, bro. Like, what's going on?
It's something. It's something. They don't like either his attitude. It's something that's going on, though, that hit the media wrong, or it's somebody that's big with the media wrong, and they're like punishing Luka. So that's why I think
it's getting ridiculous. Now it's becoming obvious now.
It's fine, though, but it's games like this. This is why these games I said on national TV. That's why when you say I hate national TV games, I'm like, no, I love those games. These are the games now, though, where they're like, well, hold on. We watched Luka beat Ja Morant on TV. Right. And we watched Luka beat Joel Embiid on TV. Like that, those are the games that are needed to change the narrative. Like a media can't beat those narratives either way when we've seen it with our own eyes. They only change the narrative on stuff that the common fan or the non-common fan can't see.
I agree, man. All right, guys. Got a lot more coming in. All right. VIP says Luka needs more help for the playoffs. Yes, he does, man. And that's the fact because he's going to die out there if he doesn't. Buy out if he has to play at the level of a 28 possible games. Yeah. We addressed that a million times, man. They definitely need to address the help for Luka, man. All right, Pavel says Luka has more triple doubles than 8 NBA franchises. I hope he keeps his body in shape, diet on point. Yes, sir. Which is crazy, man. That is definitely crazy.
Luka, at the end of his career, on the trajectory he's going right now, he should be the all-time leader in triple doubles by the end of his career.
Bro, he started getting triple doubles at 11 years old, man.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a travesty if he doesn't get the record.
Yeah. Ben, what's up, man? He said, I just got up at 7 a.m. here. What the F happened? What did I miss? Listen, Ben, you missed a good one. Yeah. You missed a good one, man. And good morning to you out there, man. It's 1:45 here in Dallas, man. 2:45 where King is. So this is a dedication right here, man. This is a dedication for us. But yeah, man, you missed a good one, man. You might want to go back and look at the highlights. Luka looked like Larry Bird reincarnated or something, man. I don't know what was happening out there with him, man. Today, Luka looked good. He looked good. It was a good game. Definitely go back and watch the highlights if you can.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Raymond, what's good, man? He says Dodo, JB, and picks for Kyrie. I'm gonna
You
say
already know
no.
how you feel. Go ahead.
You already know how I feel.
That's
I'm
your
saying no, man. I if you're gonna give me the choice of Kyrie, no. You give me something else, I'll look at that and give you my answer according to whoever you mentioned. But Kyrie, no. I don't want him to mess the chemistry up on this team, man. And he's a headache wherever he goes, and I don't want to add that headache to this team right now, who we're trying to build consistency with, trying to build camaraderie, trying to build chemistry with each other, and all that type of stuff. Just the way things are, the way the personnel is with the team, you don't want to add a person like Kyrie. I understand Kyrie is talented, but I'm staying away from Kyrie, man. But I know King want to sign him to a 10-year extension as soon as he gets to Dallas. I know.
Absolutely. I don't want to give up both. I wouldn't give up both Dorian and JB for him though. I'd probably try to keep Dorian if I could, if that trade would happen. JB, someone else, maybe JB or Josh Green and some picks for Kyrie.
Bro, throwing Josh Green in a lot of trades. Like, bro, what's going on?
I'm throwing them in there because they're going to want something. So I'm trying to get the
you
pot
early
up.
see you like, boy, if they touch Josh Green, somebody catching them hands, bro. Now
not for
not
a superstar, man. Superstar,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take him. I want a superstar here in Dallas. I've been wanting a superstar in Dallas for years. So if I can get a superstar here, Josh Green, I'm sorry, bro. I don't know if you're ever gonna become a superstar.
I hear you, man. I definitely hear you. All right, man. Johnny B said, "Did y'all see the highway robbery? The Clippers did." Man, we just talked about that, Johnny. He's going to finish the rest of it right before they got to play us back to back. God, they so low. Dang.
I'm not worried about that, man. I'm not. We should still beat the Clippers. The Clippers not a good team. Man, Clippers are not a good team.
The Clippers might not be a good as good as they were, but they still a team that you can't just sleep on, though, man.
No, you can't sleep on them. That's like any NBA team, but we still
definitely not a free bingo space.
Nah, but I'm not looking at them like the Philadelphia 76ers.
Dang, man, but that's still two solid pieces for that team, though, man. And you know how Ty Lue's a good coach too, man.
Who's going to defend Luka when we play them?
Robert Covington.
Okay.
So Isaac says 1 p.m. Saturday. Jesus, started in Ozzy. He said all the games are midday. Oh, okay.
So it's late day over there with you then. You mid, you midday.
Welcome to Isaac. I forgot about that, man.
Yeah.
Dang, we got some
down under. That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Ben, okay. He said Luka, dunked it. Yeah. Floyd General, geez, yeah, man. He caught a body today, Ben. They put a murder case on him today, man. He caught a body. It was nasty, man. Definitely nasty. All right, man. Johnny B says Denver lost again tonight, so that adds some. Yeah, adds some separation between. Yeah, I mentioned that too, Johnny. We give us a little breathing room. We just need Utah to start losing games, man, and Dallas needs to take care of business. They definitely gave us some breathing room. They lost 2 in a row too, I believe. Utah did. Not Utah. Denver. Yeah,
we play Utah 3 times still. I'm not worried. We need to handle business. We stay in this mix. We get them 3 times. 3 times to put 3 games separation in between us. So I'm fine. We just stay where we are right now. Take care of business when we get a chance to play.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of games.
All right, man. Johnny B says JB's numbers would be 20 plus 20 a game if Luka passed the ball to him more and let him work. Yeah, I guess, man. Luka love them shooters, man. He loved them shooters.
Yeah, he would, but it's certain times at the end of the game where JB can't do the things that Luka does, so he'll get like caught up and he can't make the pass, and then stuff will get stagnant. So I think Luka sometimes yells and says, "Hey, I don't want to get into that. This is my time. 4th quarter, give me the ball," as a superstar should do, as your guy, that your guy should be going and doing. So he's saying it's going to run through me. I'm going to decide what happens with the game. Sometimes JB gets involved, and sometimes he goes in the corner to be a 2 guard. So it is what it is. I don't mind it. I mean, he could do that. I think, like I said, JB, even when we were losing and going 5 up and 5 down, JB was getting 20-something points a game. So he can get 20 points a game. I think so. As I said.
Alrighty. All right, man. Let's see what else we got. Pavel said, I heard there's a minority ownership group that sued Mark Cuban for going into the luxury tax. That's why he hasn't in so long. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good point, Bible. Do you
Mhm.
guys know anything about that? And will he sign Jalen and Dodo? That's a good point, pal. I forgot about that. I don't know. I don't know if that's too much. Why he doesn't go over the luxury tax anymore? I strongly believe that Mark Cuban wants to go for the big huge fish. If he got one of those, then he'll go over the luxury tax. I guess he really feels like these guys aren't worth going over the luxury tax for, which I kind of agree with him. I
Yeah.
do agree with him, but you need to make some type of move to where you give Luka better talent around him. We talked about that before, man. It's not necessarily because you only got a handful of superstars in the league. So not all 30 teams are going to get that one superstar that everybody wants. Like say for example, like a James Harden. Not everybody going to get James Harden. So it's going to be your job to do like Johnny B just mentioned with the Clipper trade. You get pieces like that. Start stacking pieces like that on a team like that, man. And you start looking like a Utah. You'll start looking like a Phoenix, where you have depth, where you have guys on that team. Where we see how Phoenix closes out games where it's not just Chris Paul going out there and trying to do everything. They still run their offensive sets because they have guys out there that can score, put the ball on the floor and stuff like that,
Mhm.
and be effective in those type of positions because they have talent on that team. Add more talent on the team along with Luca, and the sky's the limit. Not necessarily, like I said, that's how I feel. I mean, if it's cool, if you can get a superstar, but I know that it's a little bit harder to do that compared to you getting a Robert Covington or a Norman Powell, what's his name, Powell from the Blazers. You know, a
Yeah.
trade like
Norman
that.
Powell.
You know,
Hmm.
yeah, Norman Powell. Thank you. You get more players like that, man, to build on top of what you have with Luca. Then put yourself in a better position. But you got anything
Yeah.
you want to add, there, bro?
I basically agree, but I do think he's going to have to go into the tax this year, though.
Yeah, if you're talking about trading those, that's right, trade. You talking about signing JB and Dorian, you're gonna have to go into the luxury, man.
They have they still have their exception, and they have to sign JB. There's no way this offseason, if they don't trade JB during the deadline, they have to sign JB to trade him.
Yeah,
So that means
sign
even
trade,
if
yeah.
they sign him to trade the sign and trade, they cannot let Jalen Brunson walk for nothing. Like that's no way in this day and age in the NBA can Mark Cuban let that happen. So I think JB is going to get signed. I'm more worried about Dodo now as far as in the off season. I hope they still do him good as well. But if they sign JB, like that is a lot to give Dodo a pay raise as well. And I don't know how much of a pay cut Dodo will take because Dodo is already doesn't make enough. So I get worried for Dodo not being on the team anymore. But yeah, I think they're going to sign JB. They have to if they don't trade him before the deadline. But I do think another thing. I do think next year though, if the team stays this way and they do sign JB, they'll start pushing JB as the second best player on the team and no longer Kristaps Porzingis.
Hey, man,
It'll
you
be
doing a lot.
towards it'll
You
start
doing a
getting
lot of
towards the
cooking
end
right
of
now,
KP's
bro.
contract, and they'll start pushing JB as the second best player and KP not anymore.
Hey, stop cussing, man. Stop cussing.
I'm just telling you what
All
it is.
right. All right, man. Bro, we got a lot of questions coming in, bro.
It's
We
love.
already over an hour, so here we go. All right, let's try to run through these. All right, Ben Price says, "Give me Miles Turner and someone Marcus Smart would be Dreamland. Uh, would
Dallas will
be
destroy the West.
Dreamland. Yeah." Said Dallas would destroy the West. Man, I've been wanting Marcus Smart, man. I'll take Marcus Smart, and as long as he comes here and understands he's gonna have to fit a role. Don't come in here thinking that you're gonna be the primary ball handler, because I know that's the issue he's having right now in Boston. He wants
Mhm.
more of a bigger role. You come to Dallas, you got to fit a role, bro. We're not playing that here like you did in Boston. Luca, JB, those are the guys. You fit that Dorian role where you come in, you just lock somebody up on defense, man, and shoot and hit and shoot the open shots that we give you.
I question though. So I understand and I like Marcus Smart, but why do we need Marcus Smart? Like at this right now with this team, why do we need Marcus Smart? Like Marcus
Probably
Smart
needed Marcus
isn't.
Smart. I agree with you. Probably needed him last year. This
Yeah,
year,
before now, like I feel like now we need more of a ball handling scorer guy at that other guard
and we need a big
position that we
man.
would get. Yeah, and a big man. So Miles Turner, yes, but Marcus Smart, like we got Reggie Bullock for that. Like, and if you don't want Marcus Smart to be the primary decision maker, then all the time, then why do we need him? I think that'd be a wasted trade unless you can get him for like a trade break or something.
I agree, man. All right, my boy B Black, what's good, man? He said, "What trades for the man do you think we should make for us to go to the next level?" Trades, like I said, if you can make those like nice, solid trades, like what the Clippers did, if you can make a trade like that. One that's not going to disrupt the chemistry so much. Those kind of guys I feel like, are plug and play players. They can fit into certain roles that you need. You know what I'm saying? And if you can get trades like that, because I know a lot of people think when we think of trades, you're thinking, oh, we're gonna swing for the fence and go get James Harden or somebody. Like, no. Realistically, you could have got a trade like what the Clippers just did, man. You add players like that, like I said, a bunch of talent, a bunch of guys that can put the ball on the floor, like we've been talking about before. A bunch of guys who can put the ball on the floor, that can create for themselves. Not saying you got to be Luka, but if a play breaks down, you're not giving the ball to Luka and he's the only one building out the offense. You can go out there and put the ball on the floor and get to the basket and either make the shot or get to the line or whatever the case is. But you don't have to necessarily count on one guy building out the offense if stuff start breaking down. And that's what we kind of need for this team. King just mentioned that a couple minutes ago. So you got anything you want to add on that?
I just think we need utility pieces. I think our problem right now is that we keep paying guys just too much money. I think we keep swinging for the fences, as you say, and we're paying guys too much money. I think we just need specialists at different roles playing with Luka Doncic, and I think this team could become a special team. If you had a guy, so let's say if you substitute Jalen Brunson right now with CJ McCollum, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you also substitute Kristaps Porzingis with Miles Turner. Are we not one of the favorites in the West?
Yes,
like,
sir.
Wouldn't that be oh man, you guys are one of the favorites in the West. You got your guy that can score off of Luka. You got a deep bench still. You got defense. You got Luka Doncic still, and you got Miles Turner defending the rim and spacing the ball still as well. That's a championship level team right there. I think they're playing it wrong. The issues and what's biting us in the butt is that Mark Cuban's making bad decisions with his money. Being the great investor that he is, he should have let Kristaps Porzingis sign a qualifying offer. That would have been a big step on us. And then he signed Tim Hardaway Jr. So the Knicks are getting over on us. Luckily, we got Reggie Bullock.
All right, man. King, we got a long way to go.
Yeah, I know, man. Keep coming in. Just let him rock.
He said, all right, JB says, Johnny B says JB wants 20 a year. Yeah, he should take 15 to 17 in Texas with no state income tax. Yeah, compared to signing the NYC, getting 20 million and on 20% tax, he'll make more money staying than going. Yeah, the math does add up. It does add up because if you give him 15 to 17, he gets all that straight up. You get 20 in New York, he's gonna end up getting 15 to 17 anyway. So
how much did Timmy get? Timmy got 15.
He got 21 on his first year. He got 21 this year, and it goes down, I think, to 16.
What's his total amount? I mean, he got 4 years. What?
4 years. 80? No, wait.
I thought it was 70 something.
76 or something like that.
Give JB 4 years, run that same amount, it'll work.
He want 4 years for what rumors are saying.
That's what I'm saying, for 20. 80, so what I'm saying is he'll take the discount. If you give him the same amount you give Tim Hardaway, I think JB will stay here. If you said I'm gonna pay you the same amount I'm paying Tim Hardaway Jr., I think it stays. So 4 years around 75 mil. I think Jalen Brunson will stay here.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think he would too. All right, man. Johnny B says, King, they kicked me out the oh man. He said they didn't like when you were critical, man. When you were critical of the team. Yeah, you gotta cheer up or shut up. Listen, man, you gotta cheer or shut up. Yeah. There's a lot of naive Mavs fans, man. They just cover their eyes. Whenever anything goes bad, they just cover their eyes up and do the la 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 la. I'm not listening when everything goes bad. Like it. Listen, I equate it to if you have a child, right? Your child is not perfect. They're gonna go out there. They're gonna mess up. They're gonna fail a test. They're gonna be bad. Act up in public or whatever. But you still love them, right? They're your child. But you're gonna criticize them when they do those type of things. Even though they're your child, you still love them. We look at the Mavs like our child. We love the Mavs. So if they're not doing the right thing, we gotta criticize them on it. You can't sit there and cover your like I said, cover your eyes and your ears and act like it doesn't happen. Look at for example, say the Cleveland Browns for years. You know what I'm saying? Those folks love the Cleveland Browns. But they're not going to sit there and be naive and be like, oh, Super Bowl every year. Well, they know dang well that team's not nowhere close to going to the Super Bowl. But they still love them. But they just criticize them when they're not doing the right thing. And that's what we're doing here. We're not saying, we don't. There's nothing wrong with you criticizing a team that you love, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
No. And as you said, they're our babies. So we're watching them mature. That's the whole the maturation process so that you can be proud parents. Once they stop making the mistakes and all that, you're like, I knew that could happen. We're proud parents now. So that's exactly what I agree exactly what you said, bro. It was a good point.
And on top of that, man, you got to understand, fan is short for fanatic.
Yep.
So there you go.
We live and breathe this stuff, man. We up at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock, whatever. or 3 o'clock
3 o'clock
almost.
for King.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me right now, doing this video, we fanatics.
All right, man. Israel says, "What's the deal with the Mavs? They played good against a good team, yeah, and bad with the bad teams. Think they're going to roll bad. Yeah, yeah. We said this, Israel. We said this before, man. If Dallas had to put this same effort going against Oklahoma, I said, yeah, Oklahoma and Orlando, man, we would have clearly been in the fourth seed right now. And with Denver losing, that would have gave them a little bit more cushion, and Utah and Denver could have duked it out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all worry about who gonna get that fourth, or should I say that fifth seed or whatever. We up here in the fourth, but it is what it is, man. We used to this. They do this every year. It seems like, man.
I think Luka would have been in the MVP conversation. They would be. There's no way if they're talking about Luka. If Joker is in there, and also Joel Embiid, and they're both like in the fifth seed, and Luka was in the fourth seed, he would have to be an MVP conversation.
You know they're gonna use the excuse that it's too late. He came out second half or whatever, and
But
didn't do it
how?
all year long.
How can that be an excuse though if my team is seated higher than your team? That doesn't make sense. Then, like, you see what I'm saying? So that means that whatever Joel and them are doing, yeah, it's crazy narratives. We can just keep moving. That doesn't make sense to the right ear.
It's a lot of stuff that don't make sense. We talked about that before. All right, my boy B Black says we always have the Clippers numbers when we play them. We definitely had them last year in the regular season, but it's when the playoffs come, man, that's the problem we have with them. But
I pray to God we get them again.
I think we'll get them though with this year. I mean, the way Dallas been playing against the good teams, like you said, not saying it's a free bingo space. I'm definitely not saying that, but I think I'm not guaranteeing to win either. But we should beat them. We should beat them. I said that against them other teams too. We saw how that went.
I'm gonna call it out like this: if somehow, some way, the Clippers can get up to a high enough seed to play us first round, we're gonna sweep them.
I hope so. Can you imagine once we start hitting those wide open threes? Yes, sir. I'm sorry. RC said this. He said we won shooting under 30% from behind tonight. Yeah, man. We talked about this. I think we've probably been gotten used to them shooting under 30% on threes this year, man. And the staple of their team seems to be defense. So they held them under 90, under 100 points tonight, man. So not shooting well on threes and then hold them to under 100 points. We already know what the staple of the team is this year.
Yep, defense. I'm used to it. It ain't even once we start hitting the wide open threes. I don't know if it's ever gonna happen. I'm just hoping that we get playoff Luka.
Boy, you've been talking about playoff Luka for a minute.
Yeah.
All right, man. I don't know what the other one was, but here we go. So Raymond said defense wins championship. Yeah, that's the motto, man.
Sir.
That is definitely the motto.
Yes, sir.
Hopefully they can keep this defensive stance, man, going into the playoffs. That's all we've been wanting for the last 2 years, man. They get their defense up, and now they got some of the pieces to help do that. So hopefully, like I said, trade deadline's coming Thursday, so hopefully we can get some good news on that. And it seems to be the last one right here, King. My boy says Marcus Smart could bring that grit and that heart that we highly needed. That we highly need, man. They doing pretty good right now, though. Be on defense, man.
Yeah,
like King said, I think the one thing that we need, I know you just saw RCA just brought it up. We need shooting. We need consistent shooting. That's the weakness we have right now is consistent shooting. The defense is top 5 in the NBA right now. We need scoring now. How many games have we watched where this team is shooting 29%? Under 30% from three. That's the same song and dancing like every night. And they're winning the games based off their defense. And tonight was a key example of that. They held the team under 100 points again, and they shot under 30% from three again. So that seemed to be the same song and dance for this team this year.
I just asked if Luka makes that pass and Marcus Smart is wide open. Are we looking like he's gonna make that one? Like I don't.
Yeah, like who do you trust more on shooting a wide open three? Marcus Smart or Reggie Bullock?
I don't. Like it doesn't make it's not like a big movement of the pendulum or whatever like that. So I don't really think we need Marcus Smart. This is me, but I mean I would take him, but I wouldn't want to get rid of the other guys already for Marcus Smart. And I think the Celtics will want some of our guys for Marcus Smart. So
hey man, they already got Josh Green. I said Josh Green. Already got Josh Richardson, man. You don't need nobody else, man. You good. All right, man. We finally got done with the questions, man. We so do appreciate y'all, man, for all these questions and comments coming in, man. We really do appreciate it. So what we're thinking about doing here, guys, just keep your eyes and ears open for this. We're thinking about doing an all question and comment show since we get so many questions and comments coming in. we're thinking about doing that. We'll let you guys know. Just follow us on Twitter. Um, yeah, just follow us on Twitter here at We Talk Mavs. We'll let you guys know. Of course, if you hit the notification bell too here on Glow Sun Sports channel, you'll also know too. We're still trying to kind of kick the bucket on that and see what we're gonna do. We know that the trade deadline is coming up here next Thursday, so I know it's a lot of questions, comments, and a lot of theories and rumors that y'all guys want to talk about, man. And we can kind of talk about that as a group here on We Talk Mavs. Um, we're gonna try to get in a We Talk NBA video, another one here too. Also, probably talking about the overall spectrum of the trade deadline for the NBA. So we're gonna probably get into that too. So y'all look forward to that. Um, but if you guys are new to the channel and new to our show, go ahead and do us a huge favor, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. If you guys are into the Mavs as much as we are, we're definitely gonna bring you more Mav content. Like I said, trade deadline coming up. Of course, Dallas got more games coming up. There will always be more game videos like this after each map game. I know there was a late one tonight, man. We definitely appreciate y'all rocking with us this late tonight, man. Of course, it's Friday night. Where else you guys gonna be at with us tonight, man? We definitely do appreciate that. But if you also enjoyed the content tonight too, guys, do us a huge favor and hit that like button. That will go a long way to help us get our videos out there in the algorithm, and for other Mad fans to kind of see our content too. Is there anything you want to add, Kenny?
Share. I know you may not think sharing is a big thing, but it'll definitely help us out, guys. We want more folks to see our content so that we can, get a bigger audience. So you guys can say you were part of the beginning, and we appreciate you guys. You stayed up late with us. This is what we do for our fans, and we appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. B was good, man. He said dope show, bro. Man, I appreciate it, B, man. Appreciate it, man. You already know, man. My boy
Appreciate
B Black,
you,
man. Already. And RC said thanks for staying up late. We talk. He said you fellas have a good night and go Mavs. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. I'm kind of wide awake now, man. I guess me and Terry watch a movie or something tonight, man. I'm wide awake.
I'm probably gonna do the same thing.
Let's see. My boy B Black said, and hit them likes, Glow Gang. Yes, sir, man. Ooh, Glow Gang. I like that.
Yeah, hey.
Glow Gang, hey. Okay. B, man, you might want to patent that, B. I like that one, bro.
You got credit on that one, B.
Yes, sir. And then I don't know what this one is, bro, but skip that one. And then Ben Price says Glow Gang. Yes, sir. Wash his hands. Yeah, I like that, man. I like that. We might have to stick with that one. B, man, you're already dropping stuff, man. I like that, bro. All right, man. But yeah, like I said, guys, for the people who are new to the channel, guys, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel, guys. We will be bringing another one for you. Matter of fact, King, when is the next video?
When's the next game? We know this stuff, man. Put me on the spot.
Yeah, we got to start keeping up with that, man.
We played Sunday, right, against Trae Young. Am I right?
Yeah, that's the next one.
Yeah. Why you worried about that? Yo, you know what it is. Come on. You just saw what happened.
Luka better drop a quadruple double in that game, man.
That might be that 50 piece right there that I asked for. That might be it.
Because Trae Young kind of getting hot right now too. That's why I'm like, I don't want to deal with him. But
that's fine. Let him do what he do. He's not Luka. I want him to put up a 40-point whatever and let Luka still show him he's not Luka. So I'm fine. Let's do it.
I'm with that too, man. Let's do it already. But yeah, y'all heard him, man. We'll be back here Sunday night. We'll bring another one for you guys for the Atlanta Hawks and the Dallas Mavericks. So you guys look forward to that. Like I said, we'll let you guys know when we'll eventually have the all questions, all comments show. It's gonna probably be around the trade deadline or close to the trade deadline, guys. Kind of get your opinions on who we think we should get and rumors we're hearing and all that type of stuff. So we'll let you guys know about that. So I think that's it for us, King. With all that being said, it is your boy Rail, and I got my partner in crime, King, with me, man. We will see you guys here on Sunday after the Atlanta Hawks and the Dallas Maverick game. Glow Gang, we'll catch y'all again. Same Mav time, same Mav channel.
Glow Gang, peace.
All right, then, y'all.